Okay. I mean, here we are. Sorry for the late arrival. I'm like 7 minutes late. That's the most late I've been. But you remember last time when it wouldn't connect the screen and all this, and then I realized I had my VPN on, then I had to turn it off. All sorts of stuff had to happen just now. But here we are, and hopefully we get another ending to that statement soon, coming from an old Fabrizio Romano with a certain player that we absolutely have to kick things off about. So first, before we get into things, how is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? I feel like this is a pretty big day for Manchester United, a pretty big day for Manchester United fans. So let's get the lights going as much as we can. Let's get it up to, you know what, I'm going to see. I did this last time with Baleba. I want to see what his number is. Because I'm like, that's how many likes we need to be getting. That's how many likes we need to be getting. He's number 17. Can we get 17,000 likes for potential Baleba news? Thank you, Archuma, for the heart. I was waiting for this live. Yes, Kingsley, we are here. And we are here to talk about pretty much one man and one man only, because this is going to dominate the news for the next few days, really. I don't think any of us are going to really want to hear about anything else until we know exactly where we stand on someone who I would consider the perfect midfielder for Manchester United. I don't know if you guys disagree with me. I think he would be perfect. And it is the way that things are going with this market right now that we could actually get him. But shout out Shane for that really kind comment saying Muppeteers, United People's TV, and I are the only United channels you watch, mate. To be in the reckoning with them, I'm doing something right, clearly. So thank you very much. And nearly on 1,000 likes already with TikTok. Thank you guys so much. And like Aloha says, like and subscribe or follow wherever you are for non-toxic Manchester United content. We've got to do what we always do. If you are new around here, I am trying to build the biggest and healthiest community of Manchester United fans in the world. I don't like any of the toxic stuff that you usually see from other platforms, usually just peddling players, peddling narratives, all for the sake of themselves, over the sake of Manchester United. I want to do the opposite of that. I want to make sure that we all have good, healthy conversation about Manchester United, and that is what we're here to do. So if you like that, then please follow up wherever you are, or come over, link in bio, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is picking up great guns. I have to be saying, like, the YouTube channel lately, you guys have been smashing it. Only yesterday did we go live, right? Thank you, Rakeem. Thank you, Kenny, for the follow. Only yesterday did you go live? Did I go live? And we were on 7,480 subscribers. We're on 7,593 right now. 7,593. We have to hit 7.6K in this live for sure. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Indy, for the follows. Really appreciate you guys. Anyone who wants a shout out, drop a follow. Really is that simple. Thank you for the gift as well, TJO. All you have to do, really, to be a part of this community is come over on YouTube and subscribe, because that is where the bulk of the content is going to be facing. And throughout the course of this season, trying to get noticed, trying to get on different channels, do this sort of thing, YouTube is the first place they look. So if you guys can, come over and subscribe, and let's hit these targets, because I'll be honest, I really want to get to 10K before the start of the season. And if we do, that'll be absolutely massive. We need 5 more to hit 7.6, and then we need about 2,500 more to hit that 10K, but I'm sure we can do it. Thank you, Dan, for the kind words as well. But that's enough for me. I mean, Santos says we're going to hit 7.7K. Come on, we need to manifest. Go on then. Was about to sleep. Simon, how can you sleep at a time like this? How can you sleep at a time like this? And to everyone who's on TikTok, just know I will be trying to follow both chats, but I haven't got it linked up where all of this comes into the same chat bot. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out yet. So if you can, please come over, link in bio, and subscribe to YouTube, because I can see all of the comments there. And just get the lights going wherever you are. Thank you for the gifts as well, Ben. Really, really kind of you. And if you're new, drop a follow, because I can see that, and I want to give you a personal thank you. Anjal, thank you very much for the kind comment. Big love from India. I mean, where's everyone watching? Because already we've got the legend that is Simon saying he's about to sleep. So I know that he's based in Kenya, I believe. So that is going to be, you're quite far ahead of us. Manifesting the 10K like we manifested the Baleba links, 100%. Thank you, Ben. Reese, I love you as well. Niche, you've liked it. Good stuff. Well, has everyone else liked the video then? We need 3 more subscribers to hit 7.6, but where are we at with likes? I'm almost scared to look. Thank you for the gifts, whoever's been giving that. We're on 25 likes. That's quite good for the amount of people we've got in here. Keep liking. It just brings more and more people when we're there. Had the longest live ever. Baleba news broke while I was live. Go on, Simon. Santos King, legend. Thank you very much for the first super chat of the evening. And it's a big one. Thank you very much for that. Do we think there's going to be any more signings after Baleba? Don't think we'd sign any more. I didn't think we'd sign any more after Sesko. I knew we'd sign more after Sesko. I don't think we're going to sign Baleba. I'll get into why, but it's just nice the fact that we've been linked with him and we have that sort of thinking involved. But it's more the fact of what Fabrizio Romano said after that we got the talks out that is really, stayed in my mind, which is a really positive thing. But I think there will be more signings. I think we're going to get a goalkeeper, and I do think we're getting a midfielder. Whether that's Baleba, time will tell. Xander for the super sticker, thank you very much. If you guys want your comment read out, just like we did with Santos Kings, then please do just drop a super chat if you can, or drop a membership. We haven't had one in a while, and all it does is just gets reinvested straight back into the channel. So if you can, just drop a like, subscribe, and get a super chat in if you want me to focus on it that much. And yeah, I think the first thing that we do need to address is, well, we've just hit 7.6k subscribers already, 10 subscribers while I'm joining. Screw it. Can we hit 10k soon? That's what we've got to be aiming towards, guys. But thank you so much. 7.6 thousand subscribers. We're also on 174,000 on TikTok. We need to get that up to hopefully near the 200 mark by the course of this season. So if you can, follow up here. Go in the link in the bio. Follow up on YouTube. It really does mean a lot. Xander. Oh my God. Xander. W's in the chat. We haven't seen that in a long time. I saw Simon also yesterday. You dropped a super chat and I couldn't see it. Thank you for that. You also gifted a membership, but Xander has just gifted 5 DevFC memberships for free for the first month to 5 random people in the chat. If you want that to be you, link in bio, come over to YouTube. You can get that for free. Who knows? So come over and subscribe and drop some love on the channel. There's 168 people in here. We need to hit at least 17,000 likes because that is Baleba's number. I want to go in increments of 17. So if it's not 17, if we hit that, I want 34, then 51. Do you know what I mean? So let's get that up to 17k and give me your opinions on the Baleba links. Huey Freeman is talking about Ndidi. God forbid. He's also on his way to Besiktas. So he's going to help Ollie out, which is nice. All good. Greg, how are you? Alchuma, absolutely won't. Xander, thank you very much for that. Everyone giving W Xanders in the chat. We appreciate you, mate. Thank you very, very much for that. And Sposetu, sorry if I've gotten that name wrong, Sposetu says, what do you think about Mark Casado as a Baleba alternative? God, people are already talking about alternatives when we haven't even gone through this yet. How about we actually talk about Carlos Baleba just for a start? So let me just give you the most up-to-date news as I scroll through Twitter right now, because it looks as though you must have seen the Ornstein post. You must have seen the Fabrizio Romano post. They're basically all saying that we have approached his camp. We've approached Baleba's camp to see if a deal can be done because we know Brighton are going to pay hardball. There's no point going to Brighton first because we know they're just going to say, yeah, give us 250 million. You know what? Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of deals that they like to do. They want to go mental with it. But Paul Barber, who is the CEO of Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club, has come out with a statement. So he's already saying something, which is saying quite a lot. I love how we've stayed quiet. Man United always stay quiet, but then we wait for everyone else to talk. But he says, we hope he'll be here for years to come, but it's subject to the dynamics of the football world, which is not always predictable. Even Paul Barber is hinting there that there could be a chance that he leaves Brighton, and they definitely don't want him. And that's the best thing, is he's admitting that there is a chance that we might sign Baleba, and that was only 13 minutes ago. 13 minutes ago. So I think this is ridiculous, like, to come out so quickly. And we all just have to think about what the next steps are. Really, we have to talk about the fee, because Patio Joe Ref has mentioned it there. The fee that we're going to have to sort out for this guy is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Before I get into that, we've got some more super chats. Santos King, again, with a big super chat. Thank you very, very much, Santos King. Guys, can I just say, when you drop super chats, it really means a lot, but only drop them if you're able to. Don't feel like you have to. If you can, it's amazing. It just goes back into, funding more of the channel. Like the backdrop is looking more full. This new camera, I'm trying to get a new one of this because this clearly doesn't, well, I need a lighting, I think is the next step. But thank you all so much. So, I don't pocket a lot of the money. It just goes right back into making the best possible content for all of you. So if you can, guys on TikTok, link in bio, come over and subscribe to YouTube. Join the show here because I can see the chat a lot more clearly as well. So please, please get involved. That would be amazing. Santos King says, how much do you think we'll be buying Baleba for? This is the best question, and this is going to stay up for quite a while. I don't imagine Brighton letting him go cheap. He won't go cheap, Santos. That's absolutely true. Everyone get it in the chat right now on TikTok, on YouTube. Get it in the chat. How much do you think Brighton will be selling Baleba for? If they are interested in entertaining offers, what do you think they'll do? 120? Pat Yojo says hello. 80 million from Haz. 100 from Daniel. 90 from Leon. 180. 90. Fen, stop Sam in the chat. 80. 85. How long left on his contract? Fantastic question. I don't know. I'm going to look that for you right now. It's going to be a long time, I think. He's only had one real season, hasn't he? He's got 3 years left on his deal. 3 years left on his deal. So they're going to charge a premium. And why wouldn't they? One of the most exciting players in the league. One of the best in his position. He's going to go for an arm and a leg. He's 21 years old as well. And they paid 30, I think. 27, something like that. And he came 2 seasons ago. So he's had 61 appearances since then, though. He's been brilliant. What do you mean 100? Baleba, Donnarumma, and it's over? I don't think that's not going to be possible. I don't think 100 million we got in, my guy. 100 million is way too much. Baleba and Mainu, wow, trust me. Mad said it's unrealistic. I completely agree. I think it's very unrealistic. I think the only realistic price that you can really go for with him begins with an 8 minimum. You're not getting 70 million plus add-ons or anything like that. You're getting 8 plus achievable add-ons that take it north of 9. And it's annoying because it's a key profile for Man United and everyone knows that. So, and also Brighton are well within their rights to dig their heels. Like, how much did they sell Moises Caicedo for? Was it 120 in the end? 110? Actually, don't know. What was the number they sold him for? But it was a ridiculous number. I know that from Chelsea. So that kind of just says it all to me, really. But I do think that something with an 8 in front of it beginning the package would work. But I don't think we have the funds for that. We do have more funds than you might think. And I'm going to tell you why in a second because we have another super chat from Nick Collins, who says that Casado, thank you again for the super chat as well, by the way, Nick, says Mark Casado has apparently told Barca he won't leave. So I don't know why a club would want to keep that type of player. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to go, then if you want to stay, like to stay out your whole contract, then you're not going to play. So I don't know what you want to do with that. But Casado looks good and he's played a good amount of games. I haven't seen enough of him, frankly, as in me personally watching those games that he has played. But it would be, a good option, especially because I've seen that the numbers have been like 25 to 30 million euros. That's cheap for anyone coming out of La Masia with some good experience as well. Disc _27x, good to see you in there, says Dev, hear me out, sell Ghana, Anthony, Sancho, Malassi for 100 mil, get Vlahovic on loan and offer Brighton 60 plus Højlund and buy Lamens with the remaining 40. They don't need Højlund. They don't want Højlund. I know they lost Pedro, but I swear they just bought another striker as well. There's no need for that. I don't think that works at all, mate, to be honest. Appreciate you, Santos. Thank you very much for that. Really, really appreciate you. People saying 100 mil, 90 mil, 90 mil. Jeez. 80 mil plus a Collier loan. I think you're on the right lines with the Collier thing. Like, maybe we could use him to subsidize a bit of the fee. But 80 mil plus him means that Collier's not worth anything there. Al Chuma, thank you very much just for giving some love to the chat. 79p, love you for it. 115 million, no, that's how many charges the other one's got. That's not how this works, mate. Controversial opinion from David says, I'd consider selling Bruno next summer for Baleba. Next summer, I would consider selling Bruno as well, but it depends on how he plays this summer and how much money you can get for him. If you can guarantee 100 million for Bruno next summer, I'm taking it in a heartbeat. Let's be very honest with ourselves. Fen _999 says, Dev, do we need Baleba? Yes, we absolutely need Baleba. We absolutely need Baleba. Did I feature in any beta squad videos? I featured in when they did art. It was like last year, 2 years ago, maybe. But other than that, no. Why is there so much hype for him? During last season, there wasn't much hype. Trust me, there was. Last transfer window, there wasn't. Last season, there was a lot of hype with Baleba. I'm not going to lie. This is the thing with socials. It all works in a bit of an echo chamber. To me, everyone was talking about Baleba. Like, you got the big creators, like the big accounts that I follow. Like, they were all talking about him, and I was as well. If you've not heard about him, then fairs, because, you know, the world is bigger than my echo chamber or yours. Collectively, we'll get to the right sort of outcome there. But that's what hang on. We're on 6K likes only on TikTok. Let's get those likes coming. Let's get more Manchester United fans into the chat. That's all the likes do. Let's get them going. Let's get at least 17 for Baleba's number. Come on, at least 17. Would you do Soccer Aid, Dev? I would defo come along. What you mean playing Soccer Aid? I mean, if they invite me, obviously, but I'm not going to get invited. But yes, I would. Tell the story how you got selected by for a beta squad video. Not really a story there. They put up a story. I responded to it and I got in. But we're not here to talk about Beta Squad. I like Beta Squad, by the way. That's not me like saying anything with them. But we are here to talk about Carlos Baleba. And also, we've hit 7,611 subscribers. Just like that. Like 20 subscribers right from the get-go. Thank you all so much. Link in bio. Come over and subscribe to make me happy. Trying to hit 10K before the start of the season. And we only got like 2 weeks left. So I don't think we'll get it, but I appreciate you all. Steve Prime, thank you for the follow. And a bear wrestler from Bhutan. Jeez. San Lemons. You're on about Seni Lemons. I think we can do that as well. But Aloha makes a good point. There's loads of questions that were going on about, you know, Yoro obviously played with Baleba back at Lille, Onana and Burma with the Cameroonian connection. I do think there is something in that kind of agent Onana thing, because he's definitely done it, but it is crazy. And Josie, good point that Josie has put out just now, talking about Art Ineos gambling on being able to sell a bunch before June 30th, 2026. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this, right? If you haven't, this is going to be a bit of an exclusive, but it's pretty major news coming out of Manchester United today. You know the Mateus Cunha deal? That went into last financial year. So we were able to sort that out before the new accounting year for this season. So the only two deals that come out of this season's budget are Sesko, if we get that over the line, and Mbermo. That's why we were able to go a bit higher with Mbermo. There is more money to spend. There is absolutely more money to spend. Whether it's Baleba money, I don't know. A bit late, sorry, but hi, Dev. How are you and the fam? We are doing well, Luke. Appreciate you. Chloe, bless her. She's on a night shift right now, working. She's an actress. She's on a night shift. She's going to be coming in at like 6 a.m. or something. I don't know how she does it. I've got to go walk the dog in a little bit as well, make sure he gets out. He hasn't been out all day, bless him. You're from Warsaw, right? I am, actually. We're not from there, but my family live there now, and I lived there for a bit. And yeah, this is what Nick Collins has said. This is what Brighton CEO Paul Barber has said. There's already going to be interest in our players. United have not been in touch with me. That's not the point. We haven't been in touch with Brighton. That's not what anyone said. We have been in touch with Baleba's representatives. We know. I think Manchester United, let's face it, Manchester United know the key to this deal isn't just throwing money at the problem with Brighton. Like, that's a big key to the deal, but it's not the only way that we can get this done. We need as much buy-in from Baleba as possible. Because if we get that, then he can try and strong arm Brighton on behalf of us to say, I want to go there. So it's going to be pretty big. Simon Mwangi with the super chat. Appreciate you so much, mate. Said it before, Ineos are smart, playing it close to the chest. No leaks, no noise, yet a broke club is making big moves. In the Knows are struggling. Honestly, there was this random In the Know account today that everyone was dunking on. I nearly tweeted about it as well. It was indie something. And I was just like, well, it looks a bit dead. You know what I mean? Like, we're not doing anything with that sort of deal. But yeah, it looked a bit sus and no one really thought of it otherwise. And then the next thing you know, actually, he was right. And not only was he right, but when David Ornstein talked about it, he then added this account, this random account, and said, following on from him. I was like, bears. That boy got bare followers today. You gave... someone just tweeted to Brighton, you gave Caicedo to Chelsea, McAllister to Liverpool, Bissouma to Tottenham. It's our turn to be blessed with a midfielder. Give us Baleba. And I think, frankly, we would get the best one. If I had to go with any of those, I'd be quite happy with Caicedo, to be honest, but I really want I really want Baleba. Someone says, do I think the Sesko deal is pretty much done? Yes, I do. I think the Sesko deal is finished. I think we've got him. I think everyone has said it. Everyone who's big has said it as well. And I think that is the right way to go about things, to be honest. And Onyekachi has made a very good point with some of the other alternatives that we can look to. We will talk about them. But Dylan Shane with another super chat, thank you very much, my friend, has said, we win in the league, homie. We win in the league. I mean, I'd love it. Could you imagine if we did? I'm not 100% convinced, but I'm impressed with this, not going to lie. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Absolutely agree with you. A few hours, Dev. What do you mean? A few hours for what? What's happening? What have you seen? I'm scared there's a fly. Baleba, Mainu, Cunha, and Burmo, Sesko. What a change that would be already. Facts. Facts. You haven't even mentioned Bruno in that breath. Or Yoro. Do you know what I mean? That would be huge for us. Yes, Dylan, love that energy. Sesko ready to be subbed on at Arsenal? Potentially. I think he'll feature in that game. Subbed. Yeah, I think so, mate. 7th of August in 3 hours. Oh my God, yes. Yes. Luke, it's your birthday tomorrow. It's your birthday in 3 hours. Guys, we need to all just stop. Axel, ain't we in debt? We are, but we're Man United, so PSR rules means that we do have profit and we are able to invest. We're just massive, so we're able to do that. It does result in more depth, but So first of all, Luke, before we get into that, thank you, Dylan, for another super chat. Says, do I think Ineos is willing to take a transfer ban? We're not going to get a transfer ban because even though we're spending a lot of money and we do have a lot of debt and we're losing money on transfers, we make too much money elsewhere to be hit with something like that. So we are safe. But 7th of August in 3 hours, because Luke is turning... how old are you going to be, Luke? I actually don't know how old you're going to be. I don't think I ever asked that, but it's going to be Luke's birthday. Luke has had a tough time and he had a really difficult one, I think, in the early stages of the last week. But no matter what, he showed up to every single super chat. He's not super chat. He did do super chats, but he showed up to every single live. He made sure that everyone was looked after. He's always been, a good dude. He's always been a good dude in the chat. He's always been really kind to everyone. He's been a mod. He's always looked out for me. He's looked out for Chloe, looked out for the channels. He's always doing exactly what we want this chat to be. And he is one of the pillars of this community, quite frankly. And like I say, I'm trying to build the biggest non-toxic Premier League Manchester United community in the world. Luke is a massive part of that. So please show him as much love as possible. Say either happy birthday, happy pre-birthday. It means the same thing. Luke, if I don't mention it right on the day because I might be traveling somewhere tomorrow. Well, I am. I'm going to be in London tomorrow. But if you see this, don't worry. You're going to get your book. You're going to get all this. We will meet, I'm sure. But you are going to get stuff. So don't you worry about that, my friend. You're a legend. Happy pre-birthday to Luke. I'm a plant. And right on cue, Nick Collins, with one of the biggest super chats that we've had in a long time. Curious to hear your thoughts on the 1958 group protesting against Ineos and them saying that they're in bed with the Glazers. Honestly feels like they've got that one wrong. Nick, I'm so happy that not only have you put in that amount of money for a super chat, thank you very much for that. Absolutely crazy amount. I really appreciate that. But I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that because I get so angry with people that want to be like the Glazers and Ineos are the same thing. They're not. The Glazers and Ineos are not the same thing. I can't stress that enough, just how different they are. I can't stress that enough, just how much it annoys me that everyone is willing to belittle the efforts that they've done. Because straight away, on Friday, Manchester United are walking into a brand new facility at Carrington, which was built because of Ineos, which is Sir Jim Ratcliffe's own personal fund of £300 million going into that. And it's like the first thing he's done is build training facilities purely to benefit the players. That's all that's ever going to do. He's not going to ever see a recuperation of money for that, ever. It's not like you buy a player, you might be able to sell him on, or you get investments or something on the pitch, whatever. Yes, you're investing in state-of-the-art stuff, so maybe it helps player recovery and all that stuff, but realistically, you're never going to see that money again. And it might be outdated in another 50 years' time. But he's brought us up with the times because our old ones were outdated, like Cristiano said. So that's one thing. And we all know this, that the Glazers never put a single penny into Manchester United. And if the Premier League had any sort of balls about them, they would go back and say, the way you bought Manchester United is illegal now. You're not allowed to do that. They were all harping on about how bad it would be when Rupert Murdoch from B Sky B tried to buy us, saying there was a conflict of interest. Well, you let these American guys come in who don't know anything about football, who didn't have the money and stole us and have been pinching money ever since. There should be a rule, a regulation that says, well, now there is, that in order to buy a club, you have to put up a certain amount percentage-wise of your own money clean into buying it. That's what should have happened. You can't leverage it onto banks and leverage that debt onto the club, which is what they've done. But also, Ineos have come in, and I'm sorry, all this talk about, oh, they sacked dinner ladies and this, I understand all that. I do understand it. But at the same time, we employed 60% more staff than Arsenal did. We didn't need that. We're a bigger club, of course we are, but we didn't need 60% more people. And that's the kind of percentage which has gone. We had all those people and no data department, no analysis department really, and no football directorship. How anyone can say that Ineos are the same is mind-boggling. And they've already put in a football recruitment structure, which started off badly with Dan Ashworth. You got rid of him straight away when you knew he didn't fit. And I think everyone's pretty happy with that now, right? Imagine if Southgate was there instead. But we got rid of him quickly, and we looked at the situation. We thought, okay, Jason Wilcox, you've done a good job so far. Have this role for the season. And quite frankly, Mbermo, Cunha, Sesko, I'm not going to include Baleba. Those three, and probably a midfielder, is a great start. Can we just say that? So don't be calling Ineos the same, because at least they're focusing on the football. And Christopher Vivell, who's central to the Sesko deal, central to this one apparently as well, and some of the younger recruitment we've got going, they are nothing like the Glazers. Ineos and the Glazers are nothing like each other. And also, this is just my personal opinion. Shoot me down if you think I'm wrong. But Ineos have been hoovering up shares in the background quite a lot. I think they're going to have managing control of the club within the next 5 years, and the Glazers will be gone. That's my personal opinion. And then they'll probably get someone to come in and take the debt away, if we aren't more successful by then, to take it away organically. That's my 2 pence. That's genuinely what I think will happen. And let me know what you think about what I've just said. But I really appreciate the super chat, Nick. Really do. And also, we have 98 people in this chat right now. There's 103 on TikTok. Guys, come over and subscribe to YouTube right now. Click the link in bio and subscribe. We're on 7,615 subscribers, which is like 35 more than what we started with today. And I need you all to come over and like this video to get as many people into the chat as possible, so that we can have the best and build the biggest Manchester United platform in the world, based on actual healthy conversation and nothing but good vibes. That's what I want. Make sure you like the video and you do everything that you need to happen. So I appreciate you guys very much. Brooke James, love seeing you in the chat. And yeah, I'm doing very, very well. But yeah, thank you for the super chat, Nick. I hope I've answered your question. I kind of went on a bit too much there. Fartoon Suleiman, 10th of August. Happy birthday to your brother as well, mate. But yeah, cool, good stuff. I'm just going through what everyone was saying while I went on my little rant. Luke says he's going to be 26. I'm sorry, Luke, you did not have to put a super chat in to tell how big your age is going to be. Come on. But thank you. But this is Luke we're talking about. This is the legend. Luke is turning 26 tomorrow, everyone. If you follow him on any socials, I love the idea that you guys actually talk to each other off camera. That's probably not the case, but I hope you do. And I hope the love is all there. But everyone, if you remember, and if we do a live tomorrow, I actually might do a gaming live tomorrow. No, I am doing a gaming live tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be doing this one as well. So please do show some love to Luke on any streams that I'm on tomorrow, because I want to make sure that we give him all the love that we can. Dev, straight here from TikTok. Yes, Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve. Oh, please tell me that's an Adam Sandler reference from Big Daddy. Please tell me. And we've got 101 people in here now. Like the video. And everyone on TikTok as well, like the video. 17,000 likes is what we want, because that is Baleba's number. And let me know what you're thinking about the Baleba talks in general, and if you actually think it's going to happen. Because we're going to put a poll in on YouTube. Click the link in bio, come over to YouTube and join the poll. But I definitely want as many of you in here as possible. And I appreciate you guys very, very much. Oh, good stuff. And look, how is Luke even giving the time to talk about my channels right now? But he's talking about Hobby FC, which is the place for all your hobby-based content, also by me, as well as Opposite Nation, which is a gaming and streaming channel that I've launched with my girlfriend. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Danny Cooper says, haven't Sky said we haven't made any contact? That was never the talk anyway. The report was we've made contact with Baleba. not with Brighton. We want him and his representative to see what they can do with this. And if they come in and say, okay, this isn't going to happen, like the club are too firm on this, then we'll walk away. No harm, no foul. But the fact that we're going after him, I think is very, very important. The fact we're going after him, I think shows what we are trying to do as a football club. And I respect it. I really do respect it, to be honest. So I'm going to put in a quick poll. And I want you all to be honest with the poll. Love that, Simon, mentioning some of the credit facilities that we're interested in here. But Man United could lose an estimate of 141 million in the 2025-26 without incurring a breach of PSR. At the end of April, the club paid off 50 million of their existing revolving credit facilities. And who paid that off? People saying they're the Glazers, it just makes me so upset. Okay, so, and I want you all to be honest, right, with this chat. I need you to be honest with this chat. So, simple as this. Guys, if you're on TikTok, please come over to YouTube and join in the show. But also, I want you to add into this poll as well. So, I've said, will Man United sign Carlos Baleba? And be honest, yes or no? And the poll has started. Thank you, Daniel, for the gifts. Am I going to the opening game? Not against Arsenal, but did someone say earlier that they're going still be live at 10? Unfortunately not, Luke. I will be gone by then. Shout out to Jamaica. Sure. Shout out Jamaica. I was about to do an accent then. I realized it wouldn't be that great. Hey, am I an NRI, non-resident Indian? Yes, I am. Brighton reports 80 for Baleba. Well, that's not going to be like official, I don't think. But I feel like someone just said, yeah, Nick, are you going to be at the game? Was it you who said that you're going to the Fiorentina game? I'll get into it in a bit later. But was it you who said that you're going? Love your videos, Dev. Always remember, hated, adored, but never ignored. Our pool needs to be studied. It's actually unreal. So true. Why is there no maybe? No sitting on the fence. Are we signing Baleba, yes or no? What do you believe? Are we going to sign Carlos Baleba, yes or no? Yes or no? And I love how thingy as well, Brooke James, who we love in the chat as well, on TikTok is talking about Hayden Hackney. You know how much I love Hayden Hackney. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit more detail. Do you think because of all these signings, we will force Højlund, Ugarte, and others out? No, Ugarte's staying. Højlund, not sure. Ugarte's staying, though. It's Jamaican independence. Rep. Not going to happen, Dev. What? Bro, please. Let him happen. You're going to the Fiorentina match. Lit. We'll talk about it in a bit. Baleba's ball carrying is top notch, honestly. Would Baleba and Bruno work in that midfield? How do you think it would work? I think it's Baleba and Mainu. That's the long term. Baleba and Mainu with a sprinkle of Ugarte. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want. How many likes do we have? We have 119 people in the chat. Guys, like up the video right now. There's 119 people in it. We need to like 124. Like up the video right now and get subscribing. What subscribers are we on? 1624. Wow, 9 of you just came over now. You lot are insane. Balebu. Is that what we're calling it? If it is Mainu and Baleba, what is it? Mineba? Mineba. Balebu? You know, I'll take that, Balebu. I'm really bad at coming up with names. Keep Rasmus, 2 attackers better than 1 to push each other. 100% Troy. But we're not talking about that. We need to keep talking about Carlos Baleba. Can it happen? Will it happen? It's a big if. It's a big if. But I just really want it to happen so badly. This is the one. Oh, hang on. This indie guy. Oh my god, this is brilliant. So this indie guy who broke the Baleba news first, and then David Ornstein came on and jumped on it. He says that there's a Carlos Baleba update at 10:30 p.m. We know Man United fans are waiting. Everyone is too gassed about this, and I don't think we're not going to sign him. I just don't think we're going to sign him. But this IndyCarlia guy, or IndyCarlia News, is now on 511k followers. I don't think that was the case until early today, I'll be honest. But fair play to him. Looks like there is something happening. Brooke James says Ineos are actually doing bits this summer. Genuinely, it's mad. It is absolutely mad. If we sign Baleba, then I'm calling my first child Ineos. I'm seeing on Twitter. Twitter is a crazy place right now. If you're not on Twitter, please come over and go onto Twitter because it's a great place for Man United fans right now. What time is it over there? So right now it is 9:20, 9:21, and I'm gonna leave in half an hour to go and walk the dog, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna see where we land. But it's gonna be crazy if we sign him. Dev, if we sign him and you are live, got to do a victory dance. You know what? If we sign him, I'm not gonna do a live at that time. I can do a live at that time, but I just don't think enough people will be on it. But I will probably go live on TikTok for sure. And I'll make my videos. Because yeah, YouTube is just too much of a setup, to be honest, to get it all done. But Troy, I mean, if you guys keep sending super chats like this, I might have to do it. You might twist my arm. Would you sell Bruno to sign Baleba? Oh, flipping hell, what a question. Oh my god, what a question. Oh, one law, one dark. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Troy has just asked an absolutely mad question in the chat, and I need to hear what you guys think about this. Would you sell Bruno Fernandes to buy Baleba? Not saying it's for the same amount of money. Let's say you sell Bruno for 80, you buy Baleba for 60. Would you do it? Or 180? Yes, no, yes, no. Everyone is all against it so far. Luke, got to go enjoy the stream, Dev. Hope you enjoy tomorrow. Hope you enjoy tomorrow, mate. It's your birthday. And mate, if you're in London, please let me know because I'm gonna be there from 2 o'clock. Okay, so if you're there too, bro, let's chill. Got to. Don't change your plans if you did have it because I'd want to bring my book with me. So let me know today if you're going to make it. If not, absolutely no problem at all, mate. No, you want to keep Bruno? Okay, fair. I just had to put it out there because I thought that was such a good comment there from Troy. Thank you very much, Troy. Really appreciate that. But you know what? Next season, if this has to go on to next season, I'm selling Bruno and bringing Baleba in straight away. That's not even up for debate. We have 100 likes on the stream and we have 136 people in the chat. We're hitting record-breaking numbers today, all for Carlos Baleba, which could be a record-breaking day for Manchester United. It could be a record-breaking transfer window. And let me be honest with you guys, okay? And here's another question for you. Did you expect this amount of stuff to come out of Manchester United when the summer started? There's no way you could have done, innit? There's no way you could have done. And this is a great question. Elite Baller says, Dev, when was the last time that you felt so happy with our business? It's true. When is the last time you felt so happy with the business of Manchester United? Because right now, I've not felt this happy in about 5 years. I thought last season was good. I did think last season was good. I thought the signings were good and I was happy with them. But this is a whole new level. Another super chat coming in from CK. And guys, frankly, we're getting so many chats in there. I'm trying to respond to everyone. If you want to make yours stand out, drop a super chat or become a member. And then I'll guarantee that you get the airtime that you deserve on the channel. And if you're on TikTok, please, everyone, come over to YouTube, subscribe, and let's build this community into the biggest and best and healthiest non-toxic Manchester United community in the world. That is why we do what we do. Any chance we might keep Anthony? Where do you stand? CK, please no. I don't want Anthony. Out of all of them, he's probably the one that I'd be most likely to keep. But because of how much money we paid, if a good offer comes in, I think he's the first one you got to take because he's the most expensive and we can get money for him. Like, I'm not saying he's the worst bad apple of the bunch. Sancho takes that, and then it's Garnacho, then Anthony, then Malacia. But for me, like, he's the most that we spent, and it's the most that we could actually make up because of the season that he had. So I'd want to get him out right now. I don't see him being more valuable now than he would be next season if we did keep him. So I'd want to move him on. Punjabi United, good to see you in here. Baleba. Legend. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. What a lovely little super chat that was as well. To be honest, I think last window was good, but signings were too late in the window. You're absolutely right. I mean, Ugarte was, 3 games in? And Xerxes, I think, was done quite quickly. I think Xerxes was the quickest. And Noose and Delict, they were quite late on as well. So you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Keep smashing the likes, guys. Come on. Keep smashing the likes. We are... Yeah, like it. Luke, you said you were going, bro. I love you, but don't stay on my account. We love you, mate. Give love to some Luke in the chat. Give love to some Luke. Give some love to Luke. Like and subscribe, people. Drop a super chat or become a member to support the stream even more. It's worth it. That's my guy. Sully Talks. What's he been saying? Respectfully, we are that team you call United. Benjamin Sesko will be a red. Benjamin Sesko is done. We know this. Okay, Benjamin Sesko is absolutely done. No need to even think about that. We're getting him 100%. Denzel, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Baleba or are you talking about Sesko? Hi, Dev. What's the news today? My God, you've missed it all. So, to give you all an update, because someone has just asked, and if you haven't seen the thumbnail or anything, Manchester United are in official talks with Carlos Baleba's camp. So, we're not talking directly to Brighton about this yet. Weirdly, this is how transfers get done nowadays, where you say, does the player actually want to come before you start talking about numbers and bids? And we are deep in the camp of Carlos Baleba and saying, do you want to come to Manchester United? And this is the point that I've been wanting to make. So thank you, whoever that was who just dropped that comment in there, for reminding me that there was one thing that Fabrizio Romano said, which I think is going to be massive, because as DV says here, it'll be super hard to deal with Brighton, but we can pull this off. I'll make an apology video for all the Ineos bashing, and you should do anyway if we get any of these deals done. But the thing is, with this, I think people, and Yuri has said it on TikTok, Brighton are stepping stone FC. They are. You don't stay at Brighton for very long, and we know this. But the thing is, they don't let players go for cheap. I thought Joao Pedro was quite cheap, but he had 1 to 2 years left on his deal. This guy's got 3. So this guy's going to come at a premium. This is my personal opinion, okay? I think that we should wait till next summer to go for him, because that'll be 3 seasons in the Prem. It'll be 2 years on his deal instead of 3. And we'll see if he's still got the minerals for it now that Brighton have been weakened. So that's what I would say personally. But then also, I don't want him to get an injury or anything like that. You just don't know what's going to happen. And to spend this much money on a 21-year-old midfielder is going to be hard to stomach for Manchester United. So if we can make the deal work, of course, let's get it done. Also, someone said, yeah, when AFCON comes around, we're going to be screwed because Onana and Burmo, now Baleba, yeah, that would be quite difficult. But at the same time, and Ahmad, but at the same time, what Fabrizio Romano said, which I think people have gotten lost around this, and Liverpool are sniffing around him too. Well, they lost Caicedo. They might not want to lose Baleba. So if Liverpool come knocking, we got to get in there straight away. But again, I think that's all paper talk. We are the ones that are going after him, like Ornstein and Romano said. But this is what I want to hear about, what you guys think about what Fabrizio Romano said. Because he said not just the fact that we're going after Baleba or that we're trying to explore a potential deal, but also because we have placed a midfielder as our top priority after Sesko. That's our next priority. So we're not stopping at Sesko. We want a midfielder, no matter what. And that makes me think, like, people were looking at Sesko, and I was the same. I was looking at Sesko, and I was like, well, where do we go after this? Straight away, we're being linked with Baleba. We're actually talking to Baleba. That shows that we're not only looking for any midfielder, we're looking for a top midfielder, which would be insane. So this idea that we can get both of these, we'll lose a goalkeeper. I'm saying this right now. I think the way Ineos are thinking, they want a midfielder and a goalkeeper on top of Sesko. And if they get like a Baleba or another option, which I'll get to, or a Seni Lamens in goal, right? That's a 10 out of 10 window for me. And also a reminder, like Aloha said, is that Baleba is on 20k wages. The one thing that is going to be a bit of a problem if United do decide to wait till next season is that they might offer him a bumper contract to get him on more money and include a ridiculous release clause. Like, we were lucky that Wolves actually dealt with us well, you know what I mean, and did a 60 million release clause, 62.5 million for Cunha, but he also got a big bumper pay rise, and we don't want the same, really. I mean, I want the same happening for Baleba because he's a good dude, but I don't want the same happening, you know, for the sake of us. You know what I mean? Thank you for the gifts as well, James B. And we have hit 7,639 subscribers. When the hell did that happen? Thank you all so much. 7,640. All of you, come over now and subscribe to YouTube. Let's get that 50 mark. It's always nice when it ends in a 50 or a 75 or a 10,000. But everyone come over and subscribe, because this is where we are. I can focus on the chat a lot clearly now. How do I become a member? I don't know if it's available in Jamaica, but you have to, where you get the option to go for a super chat, it's like the $ at the bottom. You could become a member. I would say either become a member just so it highlights the chats, but only go for the cheapest one. Don't go for the crazy one, because I haven't figured that out yet. I just had to put something there. So yeah, you can do that. And you can go, you put my URL, like youtube.com/@devsfootballclub/join. That's how you become a member of the channel. But You don't have to. Absolutely not. You've been in here for a while, so I appreciate you very much. And anyone who does it, only do it if you can. Do you know what I mean? And Burma was on 50k wages. They'll all want a massive upgrade. Of course they was. Manchester United. Of course you want a big upgrade on wages because you deserve it. Because the fact of the matter is that the expectations have gone up. So come on, you have to do it. Yes, Luke. How are you still here? You're different. You are. 150k is more than fair, honestly. Isn't it the URL? Then join it is. It is. For sure, Manveer, just like Mbermo. What's Manveer saying then? Manveer Baleba might be 20k now, but coming to Man United instantly puts them on 150k. Why not? Do you know what I mean? 150k is very fair. For a starting midfielder at Manchester United, that's very, very fair. Roy Keane was our most expensive midfielder at once upon a time, and he had a massive pay rise from Nottingham Forest. But Donnarumma is the man exactly to stand in the pole this season. You mean in the posts, in between the posts? I hear you. Isn't Baleba on 12? No way he's on 12 and a half. Not for 2 years. He'll be on 20 minimum. Your thoughts on the Sesko deal? Happy with it? I think it's a lot of money, frankly, but we don't know how it's been an installment or how it's been or how it's going to be structured. Dev, bro, I feel like you only pick my short sentences to get done with me faster. I have to get through everybody, bro. Like, it's tough. There's 125 people in here. Have mercy. Pay whatever. He'll have a good resale value. That's a good point. Dev signed Tanaka. Allowed Tanaka. Okay, you're just doing this because Luke on here is saying it's too much. But yeah, Luke, legend, saying go join Dev FC on the Red platform. Everyone, link in bio, come over and subscribe to the Red platform so that we can hit our targets for subscribers. Okay, that would be lovely. Wouldn't give Baleba more than 100k. It could affect his mentality like we've done in the past with other players. I hear you, but I don't think he's that type of player. And also, 100k is not even that much amount of money compared to Man United. Appreciate you, Luke. We're paying for a lot of Ten Hag's mistakes. We are, but it wasn't really just Ten Hag. It was the people that allowed him to buy whoever the hell he wanted without actually helping him very much. I've seen it all. I saw the news while at McDonald's. Yeah, genuinely, Thibaut, this is absolutely crazy. But we are now in the realm of the last 15 minutes of the live. So I want to just talk to you guys, okay? Now, I want to focus on one thing, okay? Because this is going to be probably another show in itself, probably another video in itself. But I want to talk to you about one thing, which is the end of what Fabrizio Romano said. The fact that we do want a midfielder. No matter what, we want that midfielder to happen. So with that, who else would you want Manchester United to look at? As a midfield option, who else? Because frankly, we can get 2 or 3 players for the same price as Baleba. Not for the same wages, but we can get 2 or 3 for the same price as him. It's just they wouldn't be as good or as proven in the Premier League as he's been over the last 2 years. But Morten Hjulmand or Edison, I'm not liking Edison, frankly, because he's on his way to Saudi, and I think his head's been turned by Saudi. Homie Cash said, just saying, lol, that we're going to sign Baleba. Tielemans would be cool, but Thibaut, we know you just love the Belgians. Fermin Lopez, nah, too expensive. It's going to be as expensive as Baleba, and I go for Baleba all day long. Michael Rumsey, you absolute cretin, says we should go for Tonali because we're not done with Newcastle. That's mental, you know. That is absolutely ridiculous. Dev, I'm putting my predictions in. Donnarumma will stay at PSG or go back to AC Milan. You know what? If he goes back to AC Milan and we get Mike Maignan for like 15 million, I'd be quite happy with that. I still don't think he's the right guy, but it'd be better. No, I want Lamens. I'm being silly. Dev, what is the most you would offer Brighton for Baleba? 75 million. 75 million. I just don't think right now we're in the position to offer more. I'd rather, honestly, wait till the end of next season, see where everyone's at. He'll have 1 year less on his deal, maybe a good Premier League season behind him again. But I want us to be in a better position than where we are now. I'm tuning in too late nowadays. No worries, Rizwan, you're here. Alchuma B, the legend that is. Thank you for the super chat, saying I've not been this optimistic in about 10 years. I hear you, though. I hear you. 80 million across 5 years. What for Baleba? Fairs. I'm the Casado guy, so you want Casado. Okay, who else? What about Adam Morton? Too expensive on there. Kone, Edison, or Hackney? I need to watch more of Manu Kone. Everyone's talking about him now. Onana, what you on about? Amadou Onana. Nico Barella, not a fan. I think it'd be too expensive as well. Thuram, what Kefren Thuram? That's a midfielder. That's a winger, no? You think Newcastle put a bid in to drive the price up? You know what? Newcastle don't need him. The one place they're solid for is midfield. Their midfield is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Has to be Baleba or Hjulmand. I don't see I like Hjulmand, but Nah, I'm not seeing it. I think he does play that perfect pivot role, doesn't he? To be fair, like Human would work with Ugarte, Human would work with Mainu. You know what, Human I can see. To be fair, Dev, who was your first Manchester United player you watched at Man United? Mine was Ryan Giggs. Mine was Ruud van Nistelrooy, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend. My favorite player of all time, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Lovely question. Lovely question. And yeah, very off topic there, but have you watched any of Wednesday season 2? I haven't watched any of Wednesday season 1. It's not my thing, frankly. Hayden Hackney, please. Brooke James, I'm hearing you. What other midfield targets, guys, would you go for instead of Carlos Baleba? If we weren't to get him, because like I say, Romano says that we are looking at a midfield option. That's what we want. We want a midfield option. So what's going to happen? Yeah, crazy. You know, this Indy Kyler news guy that is just gaining thousands of followers by the minute. Honestly, well, by every few minutes did say that they broke the Sesko agreement, which they did, and they now have a world exclusive to report at 4 p.m., which was the Baleba news, and that's turned out to be right. So, do you know what I mean? That is absolutely crazy. And even Rio is being a bit cryptic about it. Rio Ferdinand is being a bit cryptic, like he knew as well. I do think there's something's going to happen, you know. I really do. I do think something quite important is going to happen there. But we're just going to have to wait and see what that is, frankly. So let's see. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I've missed the super chat, I believe. Let me see. There we go. DV says, Human got an Arsenal tattoo. Tricky to... Never mind. I don't want him. I don't want him. Okay. We've reached now the point of the show where we are just going to talk about general stuff about Manchester United. Aloha. What was your last chat? Aloha. Reminder, we still have 60 million from Cunha, no, we talked about that earlier, Aloha. And I know what you mean. But now let's just talk generally. Let's just ask some random questions. Let's just ask questions about the channel, about myself. Anything you want to know, quick fire. Let's go through it. Sam Lindley is saying, are you going on Saturday, Dev? And this is to the Fiorentina game. Yes, I will. I'll be going with my friend Ramel. You might know him from TGF fame. Ramel Henry, a good friend of mine. We're going to be going to watch the Fiorentina game in the Stretford End. And I will be there also on Friday. So I'm looking to meet up with a few friends on Friday to see what can be done around there. It'd be nice to jump on some stuff. And yeah, so I will be there. I will absolutely be there. And it's been a while since I've been at Old Trafford, and I just really wanted to see David De Gea again. Katie May says, can you kidnap De Gea, please? Stretford End upper, yeah, but row 1. So I'm right in the first row of it. So I've got a good little spot. How was my Jet2 holiday experience? This is in reference to a video that Chloe and I posted on our socials for Opposite Nation. If you haven't already, please, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. I think those are the main ones. Yep. At Opposite Nation. Spelt that way. No hyphens, no weird symbols, no nothing. At Opposite Nation. Please go over and follow them all because we are trying to make that work. So yeah, if you're interested in all that, please. Option to become a member not available to me. No worries, the editor. You don't have to become a member to join. Listen, like he says, like and subscribe. That's how you become a member of this community as well. Or drop a super chat if it gives you that option as well. Collab with Stretford Paddock. You know what? I'm going to message them. I am going to message them. I was speaking to Adam a long time ago about trying to do something. So I might message him actually and see if there's anything I can do, because if any news breaks around that time, I would love to be in the studio with them for that. So there, that'd be great. Do a collab with United People's TV. Both of you are very respectful. I would love to. I think he's far gone, to be fair, but I would love to. I think he's brilliant. I just don't know what I would offer him versus what he would offer me, because he's obviously, you know, the bigger dude. Dev, which Nepo baby would sign in preparation for the next few seasons? What Nepo baby? I don't get that. Dev, when are you proposing? One day, man. Allow me. Dev, it was traumatizing, man. Guys, go and watch the video if you haven't watched it, because, yeah, it was fun. What's Hindi, Carlo? I have no idea what you're on about. Is there any small part of you that thinks United can win the Premier League this season? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But I would love 5%. Collab with John Shin. I literally just got a message from him now because he's coming to the UK. He said he's working with a brand on the day. I'm going to see what he's doing on Friday, and I'll definitely try and link up with him if I can. Collab with Ramel, maybe, but at the same time, you know, we're there to chill. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to make it a content thing. We're just there as friends, and that's my boy. I just want to hang out with him. To be honest, it's been a while since we got a chance to chill. You can offer him Luke Dev. That will convince him. Yeah, fairs. Anyone going to the match going to be in the Sir Alex Ferguson stand? Well, yeah. Where is everyone going to be? If you're going to the game, let me know because I'll be going. So just follow me on socials and I'll keep it up to date. So please do. Love John Shin, absolute legend. Me too. Collab with who? Absolutely not. Think out the OG channel Stretford Paddock would be where United stand is at the minute. To be honest, better people. Yeah, to be honest, I love the Stretford Paddock. This transfer window has been a massive one. When did we have a better one? You have to go back about 5 or 10 years for that, if that. Who's my favorite YouTuber? What you're talking about? Football? You're talking about United? For United, I'll probably say Stretford Paddock. I do love John. I do love Matty FC. Who else? Love United People's TV, of course. I also love a channel called Flashback Football. Very underrated. They've got like 30, 40,000 subscribers, but such good, like classic football storytelling. Really, really good videos. I think Enter the Fray is coming up there as well. That they remind me of something similar. And then I just watch like card-based stuff and hobby-based stuff. So other than that, my GOAT of all time is Spencer FC. I wouldn't be doing content without Spencer FC, that's for sure. Is Luke the same Luke from TGF or two different people? Two different people, mate. Super chat option not available. Really like your content, especially there. Yeah, appreciate you. Oh, it just might not be available in Jamaica. No worries. Just make sure you subscribe and you get involved, which you already are doing, to be fair. You've got a Lure De Gea back of a van with a fake bumper contract like we did with him a while ago. Nepo baby, as in which famous footballer's kid would you sign? Oh, okay. Which famous footballer's kid would you sign to United under 16s, hoping them become okay? Cristiano Jr. Just to keep Ronaldo around the club. Yeah, I'd do that. And also to get in good with him now that he's got that Saudi stuff, like with Al Nasser. Yeah, I'd do that. Oh, would love to see you on Saturday. Al Chim, are you going to be there? Because I'll be there. I will be there. I remember I came to this chat and I can't become a member. Kenji said you're still part of the family and I've never seen a chat so respectful. Now I'm here for every live. That's what I'm saying. That's what I love to see, man. That is what this chat is all about. Good to see you, Brooke. Thank you very much for joining. I'm going to be out as well, so I'm going to leave TikTok very, very shortly. But before I do, please, everyone who's on here, there's 79 of you in here. You got us to 20,000 likes, which is crazy. Appreciate all the comments and everything. If you can, please, can you click the link in bio and come over and subscribe to the YouTube? Because I'm going to leave this show very shortly as well. But if you can come over and subscribe, that would mean a lot. And check out the videos that I'll be posting. Well, I'll either go post a video or go live tomorrow or both, frankly. But if you can, drop some love on the videos. That would really mean a lot. And I will see you soon. But please, now, link in bio, come over and subscribe to YouTube. And let's build this into the best community that we possibly can. Appreciate you all for stopping by as long as you have. You're all legends. Thank you very much. And now, to my people in YouTube, straight away, we got Simon saying, Dev, who would you start at left centre back this season? Absolutely, it's Martinez, then Heaven, then Shaw. I think that's got to be the pecking order. Who do you think will be our top goal scorer this coming season? I think it might be Sesko if we sign him. And I think 15 would be the number. Remember the poll? Oh, God. Yeah. How many is in the poll now? Also, we had 143 likes, which is crazy. Really appreciate you all. And I said, will Manchester United sign Carlos Baleba? Be honest. We have 147 votes. 70% of you say yes. 30% say no. I'm firmly in the no. I don't think we're going to buy him. But Fez, I respect it. You have to respect it. 144 likes we're on now, Aloha. How crazy is this? Just notice all the Man United channels are live waiting for the Baleba news to drop at 10:30. You know what? I might be one of them then. If that's the case, I might be one of them. Love to you all. Thank you very much. And I'm definitely going to drop a video on Baleba at the very least if we do go back and sign him. Nick, what did you say? Hang on a sec, Nick. I'm having to scroll up quite a long way. Yeah, Nick, it's lost. Sorry, can you post it again? I'm going back to the bottom of the live. Can you post that again, Nick? We're dreamers. We actually are. We are such dreamers. Mustafa, what did you say there? You said please be one of them, but you said something beforehand. I can't tell what it was. Which youth player from our club would you like to see this season? Sekou Kone. Absolutely Sekou Kone. Taking Riley for a walk. I'm going to take Rocco for a walk. He's our dog. You're in the Stretford end as well, Sam. Hopefully I see you there, man. I made a detailed video on Baleba today and now he's linked to us. Haha, the manifestation. Guys, go check out his content. Ash Talks Football. We'll definitely be doing some stuff soon because, yeah, your content's really good, mate. Are you still doing red carpet? Yeah, I was on it on Monday. Yeah, definitely still doing it. Indy Kyler news. He hasn't done the news yet, has he? But that's the channel that you guys need to be focusing on Twitter right now because there is an update coming at 10:30 p.m. for him. So we need to do that. And yeah, that is going to be it for the show. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's really been a lot of fun. Before we go, as always, we've got to show some love to the people who showed us love. Santos King starting things off with a mad super chat. Xander Farmer with a super sticker and then giving 5 DevFC memberships for the cheek. Santos King back again. Nick Collins coming in as well. Al Chuma showing some love. Simon as well. Dylan Shane doing it twice. Nick Collins with the biggest chat of the evening. Absolute legend. Thank you very much for that, mate. Luke, as always. Troy is in there as well. And Luke again. CK, Punjabi United. Al Chuma once more. And then DV to round off what has been a fantastic show. Thank you all so much. And now this video is going to go live on the channel. So if you want to just go back and go through any of the news in case you've missed it. And we started off the show on 7,589 subscribers, I think. We're now on 7,655. How have we gained nearly 70 subscribers in one show? That is the power of this community, honestly. It's absolutely awesome. And I appreciate you guys very much. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next show. And please stay tuned on Twitter, to Indy Kyler News, who's going to be breaking something big in 40 minutes time. I'm going to be there. So make sure you are as well. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.